CTBW 26 round 1. I think it's round 1. Let me check. Round 2. It's round 2. There we are. Oops, I accidentally muted stream. I'm silly. Hello to Cannon. Good to see you too. Let me check you guys' seeds. Looks like you're both ready. Good luck to both of you guys. Let's get moving in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oops. Hello to Tiffy Flower. Saying, let's go Maestro, I'm your biggest fan. It's good to see you, Tiffy. Anyway, I suppose I ought to introduce these players to you, Cannon, and Tiffy, although Tiffy is very familiar with at least one of these. On the left side of your screen is Micetro, a 1.2 million PB DAS player with a 1.09 on 19. Very close. A DAS player out of the United States qualified into this tournament with a score of it's got to be around here somewhere. Qualified in with a 934 average of 2. And on the right side of your screen with a PB of, let me see, 953 with a 690 on 19 is Blingus. Also a DAS player out of the United States, so this will be DAS v DAS. If you were here for the last stream, that was Roller v Roller. So once again, evenly matched, qualified into this tournament with a 775 average of 2. Looking to make an upset here against Micetro, sending Micetro to losers. Micetro up a bit high here. That bar down the middle is going to work very nicely. Now it's going to need a bar for that left side, though, which is going to take some time. Might give Blingus enough time to take the lead. Blingus at 243, Micetro at 169. Slogging away at level 18. I do not believe Micetro has ever played in this tournament series before, but I've seen Blingus in past CTBW brackets. I believe has taken a lower bracket, but don't quote me on that. Nope. So Micetro and Blingus are looking to get to the next round. In winners round 3, both of these players got a first round bye because both players got a first round bye given their qual scores were good enough. In round 3, the winner of this will be able to play against Critical Lapis. So the winner of this will face Lapis to try and get to winner's quarters. That will be a difficult matchup. But Lapis has been known to early top a few times. Players aren't thinking about this now. They're trying to beat the opponent in front of them. Micetro now at 246. Blingus at 385. Now over 400,000 here at 85 lines. Almost doubling Maestro's score here. Micetro, I believe, is in CTL. Well, Blingus is as well. I don't know what division Maestro's in, but both of these players are too good for TNP at this juncture. Blingus with a nice column 9, row 2 setup here. Going row 2 once again, going row 9 now, one off the bottom, and gets it. Hello to Lokenzi. Bogart and Miceman. Would it kill you to say somebody's name correctly? I mean, you say my name correctly sometimes, but also being restreamed by Bullied Tapper. Yeah, it's kind of true. I'm not beating the allegations, though. I did not play very well against Anjing and ended up getting wrecked from a level 9 start. But it's fine. There's a reason there's a loser's bracket to this. It's so I can lose in round 2. But it's fine, it's fine. Stop laughing! Yeah, I beat you on the TNP show, and then I get cooked up by... I get cooked up by Anjing. It's fine. Micetro about to go into transition here. Goes in at 428. Blingus has 10 lines left and is at 522 already. So Micetro gonna 100% have to do some work in post here. Way ahead in lines. 10 lines already. Blingus, 1 Tetris remaining. Takes a triple, trying to go in safely. Goes in at 576. Blingus coming out of the gates swinging. These pieces are not it, though. Now Blingus going to need to get something to that left side. I'm not sure what he'll be able to do, and that bar doesn't go over. Blingus tops out at 578. So Micetro, your chase down is 579,000. 579. Yep, you're good, Blingus. Slow and steady will win the race here, but Micetro takes a Tetris. Only about 2 more Tetrises are needed to take this game. Could, of course, line it out. Going for Tetrises with Das on 19 is always a bit of a dangerous proposition. Enough bad pieces or bad placements, and you could get yourself in some real trouble very quickly. Nope. But that will do it for Micetro here. Takes the game. 594, and we'll go up 1-0. On our friend Blingus. Yeah, that was some pace from Blingus there. GG's. Alright, in CTBW we tend to increment our seeds. So the seed will now be 5, 8. Oh, he's got it already. I'm being stupid. Seeds are ready. Players are ready. We are a go for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tris. I'm going to try and get some music going here. Owenvar showed me there was a way to get it moving without having it saved to the VOD, so I'd be able to play music that wasn't strictly non-copyright. But that's alright. Hello to Condensed Aaron. Congratulations on already playing your match, Aaron. You are the first of many, very many. Thank you for making my scheduling nightmare slightly easier. And thank you to these players as well for doing it the first weekend of instead of waiting until next week or making me ping them directly. At least you didn't get swept? That's true. That's very true. Congratulations on your very nice qual, too. Oh, you get a 400,000 or so? 410, 420? Micetro at 99,000. Blingus at 118. Lackenzie's saying that Maestro's low-key goated, but Blingus is the person that Lackenzie's talked to the most, so he's gonna have to root for him. That's completely fair, Lackenzie. I really like both of these players, but I'm the restreamer, so I'm not allowed to have an opinion. I'm hoping for some good Tetris. If I were in the chat, I could be as biased as I wanted to be, but given I'm the restreamer, you know? Maestro, working with these center wells here to great effect. Now at 197, Blingus at 211,000 points. Every restreamer is neutral except me. It's been a very long time since I've been in a Lokenzie restream. I think that would be very funny. I don't think I've ever been restreamed by you. I haven't been to one, I should say. Like I haven't been in a Lokenzie stream where you were restreaming someone. Have I? Versus Mick away for Ladder League. I think I won that set, but I was playing kind of funny, and you were making fun of me. I remember now. You're right. Yeah, that's the one. That's right. And you were flaming me so hard. I deserved it, but still. Blingus up a bit high here. Reopens that well. Gets that Tetris. Oh, shut up, Mackenzie. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, man. Maestro with the Vitz setup. Also with a very good pace here. Going aggressive with these placements. Maestro at 318,000. Blingus with an Aki bar, looking for another bar. Misdrop of that piece, going to make it more difficult for him. Running into a bit of trouble here, but still only a few thousand off of the lead. Those S's were not what the doctor ordered. Beautiful way to open up that center well. That bar is going to help immensely. Now he won't have to burn down from the top to get to it. Can just put away these burns, assuming he doesn't get S and Z bursted. And misdrop on top of that, goodness me. And Blingus has done it 369. Those were some really bad pieces. And plus a misdrop or two, and that equals GG's for this game number 2. Goodness. Quite unfortunate there from Blingus. After another good pace as well. My dash is not feeling great either, so it is what it is. Well, this is the time, Blingus. This is the time where you pull out the 20 hertz tap and you start tapping all over the place. Getting pieces 16 high left, you know. It's going to be fun. Lots of fun. Hello to It's Sharky. Let me get this game counted down. We are a go for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hello, Sharky. I've just got to finish this restream, and then I will switch back to my normal setup so that I can start playing. I hope I'm not holding things up too much. This bracket was supposed to be finished by now, but it looks like I was not able to do so. I figured it might take a little longer to set up Gauntlet. It might not start at exactly 4 o'clock, but that's alright. At any rate, Maestro is now at 45,000, has not burned a line yet, has only gotten Tetrises the way you ought to. Blingus going into this, his resolve has never been stronger. Gets the bar over, gets the Tetris. He's going to take it back to Micetro this game. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger. Anyway, that's my best Palpatine impression. You're not going to get a better one. Micetro at 138, Blingus at 98,000. These pieces aren't the nicest. Blingus with a bit of a spiky board here. Not as accommodating as he'd wish, but that L and J is going to help marvelously. Looking for a bar. Gets the bar. Nice J. Just needs another J to get Tetris ready. Still a spiky board for Blingus. Not accommodating at all. Hangs that Z piece. Gets that tuck of that square, which is going to help a lot. So he will be able to survive this, but Blingus's pace is going to suffer. I don't believe I've ever restreamed Micetro before, so this is really neat watching him stack. Micetro, it seems like he's a big fan of tuck setups here. That T not getting over for Blingus. Gets that beautiful spin, tuck and spin. Is going to be able to survive this. I don't think I'd have been able to do that. Either just see it or be able to do it. From Blingus there. Saves his board. Behind by almost 100,000 here, but is behind by a couple of lines. Yeah, I don't know either, Cannon. That was really something. It looks like Blingus is about crashing out over missing these taps to the left. Well, they're not taps, but... It kind of looked that way, didn't it, Condensed Aaron? The coward spin? I mean, if it works, you can't call him a coward, I suppose. That was a cool spin there from Blingus. I mean, I think it was the Buko spin inputs, but they were staggered a bit. You didn't have to be quite as precise to get that. Pretty sick there from Blingus, though. Really saved his board. The coward spin. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those. I've done a Buko spin. Micetro with the Z spin there. Micetro at 324. Blingus at 265. Micetro up a bit high here. Both players are clean and Tetrising. You rotate with one finger. Interesting. How do you... Wait a minute. How do you do that? How do you Buka with one finger? Because, like, to Buko, you have to spin one way and then spin the other very quickly. Move finger fast. Alright, whatever. I will no longer question the Great Lackenzie in the matters of rolling. Micetro with a nice single burn there. Board running into a bit of trouble here, trying not to get messed up with these delayed burns. Now has a hole in the middle of the board. This has some bad parity. Would like a nice T right now. Micetro looking for these delayed burns, but these pieces are not accommodating for the way he's trying to stack right now. Has an even spikier board now, so Blingus has the time now to catch up a bit. Uncontrollable Das or No is only about a Tetris behind now, so is almost exactly even on pace. Both players are into transition now. The color's changed, so I can't space out any longer. Blingus Tetrising to 495. Micetro in level 20 here at 516. Players are neck and neck Blingus trying to stave off the sweep here, and Micetro trying to close this out with any further games. Blingus looking to show his mettle. Show that he is a... How do they call it? What do they call it? Say about Faramir? A man of worth? Something like that. Hello to Snowy Tetris. Micetro now at 559. Is a bit dirty here on the board, but seems to be clearing it out pretty nicely. Blingus now at 589, so now slightly ahead of Micetro. Blingus going aggressive here. That bar was perfect timing. Now looking for an L. That bar's going to work. Has some bad parity. Oh, that L and J combo was so nice for Blingus's board. Micetro is still working a bit dirty here. Now has things cleared out. Both players cleared up at the same time. Blingus ends up ahead by about a Tetris here. Players are just about the same at line count, too. Very nice bar for Blingus there. Lokenzie refusing to call Blingus by his actual name. And Micetro tops out at 609,000 points. So Blingus, feel free to take this Mullen. You've taken game number 3. GG. I'm sorry, Sharky. The match was supposed to happen promptly at 3:30, but well, you know exactly why. Things always seem to end up a little bit later than they ought to be. Yeah, I'm sorry. I probably oughtn't have scheduled this today, but I forgot I was actually playing Gauntlet. I was trying to schedule a bunch of CTBW matches. Looks like seeds are the same and players are ready. Let's go for game number 4 in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck, fellas. Blingus trying to bring this back to a game 5. Micetro trying to close this out here without having to worry about a game 5. Blingus able to take a game off one of the legends of the scene, Micetro himself. Ten viewers, wow. Thank you all so much for coming out to watch this restream. Classic Tetris bi-weekly is a tournament that I run, wherein you can play players such as Winter or Critical Lapis, or if you're more of a TNP player, then you can play other players. What am I saying? That was rude. We've got players from all sorts of skill levels. We've had players like Cole and Cobra play, and Blue Scooty even a couple of times. But if you're more of a beginner, then a lot of our players are TNP level, PBs of 500k, 600k, that sort of thing. So you'll be able to find players of all skill levels here in CTBW. We try to run a tournament in the style of CTM, only we try and finish inside of 2 weeks instead of a whole month. Sharky, the match was scheduled for 40 minutes ago. It just got started a little bit late, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sharky. Maestro with a column 9 Vits there, from column 10. I'm not sure I've seen anything like that before. Yeah, Blinkus was talking about his DAS not being quite as good as he wanted it to be. But he's been cooking regardless of that. Up a bit high here, looking for a bar. A bar comes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Sharky. I hadn't put 2 and 2 together. Generally, I'll think about tournament series in their own separate little boxes, and sometimes I forget. Oh, I'm doing something for this tournament. Oh, I'm doing something for this tournament, and sometimes I actually had a restream that was going to be during when it was going to start at 21 UTC. It was going to start when the gauntlet started, and you said I was the first match, so I had to tell them that I couldn't take them at that time. So I did try to fix it, but then this match went over. Margins tend to be so annoying for restreams. Maestro in a bit of trouble here. Getting some nice pieces to sort that out. Now looking for this column 4, this row 4 Tetris, sorry. Here at 85 lines or so, Blingus is ahead by about 100,000 points. Maestro hits that Z-spin, opens everything back up. Now is just about Tetris ready. Waiting for an Aki bar. Players now crossing the 100 line threshold. Mathwiz calls it the turn, and I like that terminology. Blingus hangs a J there, looking for a bar. That L, unfortunately... Okay, Blingus gets this tuck and the bar, but he's going to have a lot of work to do here before transition. He's got 22 lines left to clean all this out. Gives Blingus a lot of time to catch up here. Blingus already at 524,000. Maestro gets 2 quick Tetrises to go to 435, though. Now has less than a 6-figure lead. Does Blingus. Cleaning this up straight away. Blingus taking a page out of Maestro's book, going for a center well, and gets it. 552 now. Maestro goes into transition at 462. Blingus, 2 Tetrises remaining, potentially. Maestro with a nasty board here, has to throw that bar to the right, but now he's got another bar dependency. Beautiful burns here from Maestro, looking for a JL, now just an L. Maestro is up high here for Das, trying to burn this down, reopen that well. Das very limited to the left side. Gets that double, reopens the well, looking for his Tetris. The bar is not coming. Is this a drought right here? Those squares are not helpful, but that bar is perfect for Maestro. Goes up to 506. Takes that triple for good measure. Blingus, however, at 639 here on level 20. I am not going to read out what Lokenzi just said in chat. Blingus, I believe, hit what was a quick tap, but not able to get that piece over and tops out at 642. 642. So, Maestro, your chase down is 643. 643 the chase down for Maestro. Nice tuck into that T setup there for Maestro. This bar is going to help a lot. has about 60,000 or so to chase down